Hi everyone, Emma here. So I don't know if you guessed, but I think this was a pretty much a given that I was going to use this bead. So if there's more than one person that guessed these beads, um, we'll do a draw for it. Um, yeah, because I only have two strands. If I had more strands, I might consider doing more, and wait till you see what I'm going to do with this one. I was definitely inspired. Let me make sure the lighting is correct on this. Um, I am using my old tablet for these, and this is so that I can um, pause the camera while I do repeated weaving. This way you don't have to watch the whole thing, just the basic idea of it. Oh my god, these are so beautiful. I still cannot get over these. And you know, it's interesting, they didn't look like much in the image, but they they are stunning, and the camera's not doing them justice. They have this beautiful gold luster that's, you know, it's basically the light that's reflected, but it's reflecting gold. They are stunning. And then this kind of deep red, let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, so you see it's almost like the way that they did the patina on this is like bubbles. So you can see these circles and then the coloring around it. So here's one that's kind of a little easier to see. Take the shine off of it. And then in behind you've got that milky streak going through the bead. Oh my god, these are just stunning. So I am going to do a flat spiral with these guys. And we are going to take these seed beads. I want to say they're 11/0s, but they look a bit small. Let me find, the label doesn't really say what they are. Oh, they're treasures number 1. So they're about 11/0. Good. And these were a super deal too. Don't think they were with this. This was from another unboxing. And these are quadratiles. So I thought what I would do, we can do this two ways. It's just an idea in my head. I haven't actually practiced and done one yet. But I was thinking this would be like this, the jellyfish, and then we would put a quadrilental at the bottom of it, like this, and then have the flat spiral part coming out and going through these quadrilentals, because of course there's going to be one on top. There's one in between every. So the idea is this is the jellyfish here with this guy, and of course the jellyfish has stuff coming out all around the long tendrils. So that's what the idea that we're going to get with these guys. So hopefully that works okay and it sits properly. Otherwise we could just do, and here's the thing, I kind of wanted to do it so it's going to be a flat spiral, but it's going to actually be a, not really a flat spiral. It will come out on 4 corners, so it's more than just a flat spiral. It's a spiral. And of course, look at this, we're going to put some sparkly. Now I'm just thinking maybe we need some 3mm. That almost looks, but the reason I grabbed these guys, one, the colors really match, but when you put these next to each other like that, these actually kind of fit nicely, because that's where they're going to sit, because you're going to have the, let me enlarge that so you can see. So they'll sit kind of in between too. So actually I think they are the proper size, so that should work. And I just pulled these guys out. Let me can't see what I'm talking about here. Get some light again. I just pulled these out to go at the bottom where the clasp is going to be. So yeah, okay, so let's try this. You know, you gotta at some point get off the pot and try it out. Just making sure. It seems kind of dark. Okay, so we've got our quadrilentals. Let's put out some bicones. Some Swarovski bicones. That's exciting. I think now every chance I get, I start adding the Swarovskis. Let's put these guys up here. And I'm using 4-pound. I find for a flat spiral, I use the 4-pound because it's a little looser, and I like the movement. Here's a example. I like the kind of slinky movement that the 4-pound gives you. And somebody asked me, I showed this in another video of a flat spiral that I was doing. Somebody asked me if I have a tutorial for this one. This is just a basic flat spiral. I may do one of this. This was one I just did on my own, so I might do it because it's actually really nice. It turned out super cool. And these are pearls from, I think they're 12mm pearls from Michaels, and they're gorgeous. Okay, enough enough side chatter. Okay, and then we need our 11 O's. Let's put these guys here. And I will do my best to stay in frame, but I keep switching from camera to camera, so I apologize. Let me just get one of these guys. That's all I need to start. Actually, I might be able to... I'm not gonna bother. Pull that off like that. There. And I'll put that on the side, save it for another project. Okay, so I think we'll start with the clasp. And I already have my needle threaded. So I am going to pick up, I think I'm going to do 6 here. So 3, and of course I mean, it doesn't matter when you put that on because it's going to go around, and then 3 more. I'm using a size 12 needle, and normally I use a collapsible needle, but I'm just finding it so frustrating with some of these seed beads trying to get through, so I used a size 12 on one of my other projects, and oh my gosh, it was so much easier. So you know what? I'm going to deal with the rethreading. So there's 6. These here are, it's hard to see. They're so tiny, but maybe on the packaging, again, it's hard to see. These are called Color Rainbow Crystal. They are beautiful. You can kind of see the rainbow reflection on them, which I think suits the jellyfish. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name of the jellyfish. Oh, it's gonna be like that. So I should call this marathon. I'm doing a marathon of unboxings and videos that I will release later for my so we're just bringing these to the bottom, and when we're going to create a loop and tie a knot. So during my rehab, because I mean, I'm doing it for you guys, but I'm doing it for myself too, because I feel like a big part of what I enjoy about doing these videos, yes, I enjoy doing the bracelets, but I enjoy reading the comments and talking to people and responding to the comments. And if I don't have that during my rehab, I'm going to be very sad. So that's why I'm doing this. Yeah. And you know what? Normally, I wouldn't be too concerned about my YouTube channel kind of losing some steam in the summer, but because I cycle in the summer, but because of my hand surgery, I won't be cycling too much this summer. So I want to have something I can keep me busy and keep my mind off the fact that I'm not cycling. So this will be awesome. And don't forget, if you picked this bead or one of these beads, because I think the quadratile was in this as well, send me an email with your address and I will send you this bracelet. I don't think I have to tell you, and I was saying this tongue-in-cheek, I will check to see if you actually did guess it in the previous video. I can't imagine people be out there going, yeah, I picked that one. Where'd my comment go? I don't know why I told you that. I just want people to be honest, I guess. Okay, so that is done. I'm going to clip that. Leave a bit of a tail. Okay, so it's just kind of going around there. Let me enlarge this just a tick more. Hopefully that will stay in frame. Every time I increase it, it goes out of frame, so that's why I'm concerned. I want to hide this, but I also don't want to mess with it too much. It looks secure. But let's see if it'll tuck in there for me. There, perfect. And we'll go one more bead. So I'm just kind of making sure it's all tucked in, and then unturned that. And now I'm going to add this 4mm gold-ish. I didn't even know. I don't think, no, there's, this I think is actually the hazelnut color. That I had some bigger beads. So I just want to have a little kind of bead that's kind of tucked in next to the to these guys. So we are going to put and it doesn't matter which hole at this point, and we're going to put one of these, and because they each have their little tails, we're going to put a second one. So this is slightly different than a flat spiral, and we're going to pull that all the way down like that. There, so you can see here. There. Let's see if I can fix this lighting here. There. Let's move this back a bit so you can, so the background is the matte, so you can really see the outline of stuff. Okay, so now we want to add our amount of beads and our bicone so that it loops around. So see, that's why I was thinking I might want to put a bigger bead, but you know what, because this is supposed to be the tendrils, I don't want to put too much. So what do I have? I think 8 is what I had counted. Like I think it needs more. It might be 10. So 3, 5, 8. Let's do 10 and a bicone. So I know that's a lot, but I want it to be kind of delicate looking. So let's count 10 more. So So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm just going to double check here. 5 and 5. Okay, and I'll show you what I have. Oh my god, this is going to be... You can't really see how it is sparkling like crazy. This is going to be ridiculous. Oh, you know what? Do I need to go through? I was thinking I needed to go through here, but no. The other one will. Okay. Never mind. Just ignore me. So now on this one, what I would like you to do is go through the one next to, and I don't think this will matter too much, but we're going to try and keep it organized. So let me see if I can pick it up to show you what I have. Okay. So it's going through that hole. I want you to go through the next hole. Like that. And then we're going to continue going in one direction so that it will have some type of order. But I guess at some point too, you could, you know what, I don't think it's long enough. So that's why it's wanting to tilt over. I think we need 12 actually. Or maybe not, because once the next one sits here, it'll sit flat. So I think what we're going to do to start out is we're going to do it flat spiral, and then we can come back and decide if we want to do the third and fourth hole. I think that's the best way to do it. So now we have to come around and so let's go back in the hole that we came out of on that side. So find that hole and put it all the way through everything. Just gonna hang on to that. There. So that's what we have so far. Okay. Now we're going to come out and we're going to add another 10, bicone 10, and come through, and then we will go through the other hole. So I think what we'll do is we'll go through the complete opposite hole of this one. Oh, it's getting tight. I don't think I want it that tight. There. So this is the hole we started out. And this is the hole that first strand's through. Let's go through the other strand. So I could have used just a regular lentil, which is 2 holes, but I had the idea of adding the third and fourth strand of beads. So let's see. I think we're still going to do that. I think it's going to look amazing. So we're going to pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I think this is probably why I want to pause it, because I'm sure you don't need to see me counting these guys. And again, I could have used a bigger seed bead, but I really feel like the tiny ones are going to give you the effect. So it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So we're going to come down. I'm going to pull these down all the way. They're going to come down here. Like that. Okay, and we're going to go through the opposite hole. And then down the middle. And make sure you go through the opposite hole on this one too. You might have to do it in separate steps, otherwise your needle will get bent. And let's see what we end up with. This is going to be amazing. Oh, wow. Pull that up. So far, it looks amazing. We can always stop at that and leave it because it looks kind of nice. But I think we need to add the other. So, next step is we add a quadrilental and another jellyfish. And we are going to start adding our beads again. Oh, this is going to be stunning. I bet you haven't seen one like this. You know, it's funny, I have been looking for bracelet tutorial designs so that I can do some really fun stuff for you guys to watch. And you know, you guys have seen a lot of stuff, more than I have, because I'm not, I want to pull this down because this, you can see the string here, right there. So let me see if I can pull this down. There, that did it. Okay. You guys have seen everything, I'm sure, more than I have, because I'm so new at this. But one of my skills that I have, and I've mentioned this before when I was a kid in school, the teacher would say, this is what we're going to do today. But they would leave it open for interpretation and creativity and, you know, try something different. But the basic premise is this. So go to it. And I would always try and figure out a way to make it unique, different, and exciting. So that's what I started looking. I thought, okay, I have these really cool beads. They have the same properties. They're two-holed. So let me take a basic two-hole design and add my own flair to it. And so that's what I did, and I didn't add enough. I only added 5 there. So you are going to see some really interesting stuff coming up. I have a bunch, and this is one of them, right? It's like, okay, flat spiral, everybody sees it, everybody does it. Let's try and really add to it. Now, I'm just looking here. I feel like there's like some missing here, that there should be more. I thought it would sit flatter. Let me see again. I think it's because it's sliding down here. Oh, this should have gone. I probably should have moved over. I actually wanted it to come out of this, like the tendrils, but you know what? I don't think it matters. I'm not going to go backwards on this. I will pay attention on the next one, how I do that. But what I was saying is, I think it needs a couple more beads there. No, you know what? I'm going to leave it. Okay, so we want to find the opposite or the next hole. Go through. Oh, I need to go through both of them. Mistake number one. I should, edit my videos. I don't edit them to begin with, but you know what I mean. Just re-edit it, and in the edits, I should put count off how many mistakes I make. Oh, I see why it didn't go through. It's because that strand. It's interesting, this new, I'm using my old camera or tablet, but the new one is above me, and I'm really finding going back to this old one is difficult because the camera's in front and I can't see what I'm doing. So that should pull it out. Oh my gosh. I didn't know where I'm at here. Let's try this. See what happens. I think this is... Yeah, I should have taken it out here. I didn't think flat spiral could be that complex. I'm a bead snob. What can I say? Okay. So now I've got to go through this one. And the one next to it, I think. And pull through. There we go. You know, we may not need to do the fourth, because once we start adding to this, it'll really make it pop. So now let's try the next step here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a bicone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So now, the one we went through, we want to go through the exact opposite, and I lost a bead here. This is the other part to this camera, the focus is very specific. Okay. Okay, so I went through that one. I want to go through this one. Oh, I don't. I want to go down here. There we go. That's easy to see the difference. Okay. Wow, this is hard to maneuver. Oh, this is not good. It's crisscrossing. So this should have... I messed up here. Yeah, I have to come back out. Yeah, I wonder if I did this. No, it's still the same. Okay, so we gotta pull this out. Let's do it one at a time. Oh, how did I know it was gonna get all jumbled? Let's do one bead at a time. Okay, we're getting close. Which mistake is this? Are you guys counting? Oh, okay, so this came out, so that actually helps the whole thing. Makes it a lot easier. I'll just pull it all out. Wow, this is just a jumbled mess. Okay, so let's pull this one. And we have to go over top of that previous. So as easy as flat spiral is, it's that easy to get all jumbled. And that's because I keep picking it up. I should leave it on the mat. Okay. Okay. Try this again. So go through the opposite one of the other, like that. It just is easier if you pick it up. Okay, through that one. Through the opposite corner. You know what? I'm going to pull it through. Through here, through here. Let's see if that worked. I think maybe these quadriles are messing things up. It's making it a little more complicated. There we go. Actually, oh my god, that looks amazing. That is so worth the work. Oh wow. Don't know if you can really see this properly. There. Yeah. Okay, let's try and leave it in there. So, quadrille, jellyfish, pull it down. Then, so I'll do one more and then I will come back when it's the proper length and we'll decide where we're going to go from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pick up a Swarovski. They're so sparkly. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we are gonna sit these this way. Let's bring this down a bit. Okay, So I have to remember to always go over top of the other, down through 2. So we're just gonna go through here, go to the next one, and go through this guy. So the first one's easy to get through. It's the second one gets a little wonky. There, like that. Okay, let's do the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a bicone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I'm going to bring those down. I'm going to turn. Actually, this can go on this side, like that. Now I'm going to turn it this way. We're going to take the opposite hole of this one, and so it's directly opposite. Go through both. Doesn't want to let me in there. And then again, excuse me, the opposite, and through there. There. It's coming along like that. This is going to be gorgeous. There we go. So I will continue to the length and come back and we'll finish this off. Okay, so we are done all these guys, and you can see how beautiful this looks. This turned out amazing. Let's see if I can show you a bit closer here. Yeah, it turned out really nice. Okay, so we are going to finish this off. Pretty straightforward. So I think it's nice enough. I'm not going to put the extra strands that I wanted. So if you're going to do this bracelet, you could go ahead and use a 2-hole lentil instead of the quadra tile. And we'll keep that quadra tile for something else. The other thing is, if you want to prevent your ends from flipping over, you can take some extra thread and you sew through this here, and then when you come out of your bicone, you find the next closest bead and you go in through that to the strand that's underneath and do it that way. And you can do it for actually the whole length of it and on both sides. And this, but I think especially the top and the bottom is where you have issues with it kind of spinning and gathering together. So that's that. So I am going to put this round on. Let's see if I can get this in focus. So you see how it wants to flip over. If you attach these guys, then it won't do that. But for now, we're just gonna add our lobster claw on here. So I think let's try 6. 11 O's. I think this will slide over the, yeah, it will. Oh, no, it won't. Okay, let's do 3 and 3 then. So let's take 3 of these off. Add your lobster claw and then your 3 11 O's. Slide it down. I think I'm going to come back through this $4mm. See if I can move this so that I can work on this easier. There, like this, nice and tight. That. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is tie a knot through this loop. Bring that down. Put that through. And I think I'll go over to the other side, do the same. Careful, my thread's coming out here. It's probably easier if you use a longer piece of thread, but I just grabbed some. Let me flip this there. I'm trying to see the orientation. Okay, we got that one there. Let's go through this one, this line here, put a knot, and then we'll come back up and around, and that should do it. And let's bring that down. There we go. Like that. Then up. And let's go through everything again. Through here. Back down these 3. And I think I'm going to make a knot here. I'm a little concerned that this is going to slide through in this spot. Let me enlarge this for you. So I don't want the knot sliding up and then coming off. So I am going to actually create a knot between the 2 of these. Like that. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to slide the, weave this in here. Like that. There, down this side. I'm going to do a knot on that single side here, and I knew that was going to happen. It's so annoying. Don't leave yourself a little bit of thread. You know what, some good advice from people, some expert beaders, saying about hang on to your small pieces of thread. You can use them for, say, earrings and stuff. So this was a piece of thread left over, and I kind of looked at it and went, oh, it'll be long enough. But then I knew that it was going to be, I was going to have issues coming through my, like coming off the needle. And you know what? It's so not worth the hassle and frustration. This is supposed to be fun, so trying to rethread 10 times because you took too small of a piece of thread's annoying. So let's put these guys away and let's take a look at this lovely bracelet. Oh my gosh. So let's get these guys all going the same way. This is what I mean about this. There we go. There. There. On that side. So yeah, you might want to go through and lighting. I cannot believe the difference in this camera now that I'm using the other camera. I find this one just so light. So that is this beautiful bracelet, gorgeous, sparkly. These beads are delicious. So that was the thread I hid in those seed beads, and you can see it's coming out at me. Let's see if I can nip that. Let's take a look when we attach the clasp. Oh yeah, this is gorgeous. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. That is so beautiful and sparkly. There is that lovely bracelet. Thank you so much for joining me, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. This was a lot of fun. I will definitely be making some more of these with a with some addition and some. I'm just trying to make sure these guys are all going the correct way. So I still feel like we can do one of these with like this stuff coming out, maybe having some strands, 2 strands or 1 strand coming out each one, going from one to the other, but it is still gorgeous. So there you go. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Bye for now.